I've never found anything in life that offered as much as memory has offered to me. I think it's just it's like the greatest experience any one person could ever have. Winning first prize is like when a baseball team wins the World Series. You know, like when the TV camera goes down into the dressing room and you see everybody throwing champagne around and all this stuff, you know, pouring it over everybody's head. This is like the feeling that I get. It's the greatest feeling in the world, being in a competitive type thing where you can come out a winner and be the best at it.
We don't get every opportunity to take first prize, man, like we had today. With that weather on our side and everything, right? Sure. And we stood there, and it blows my mind.
They weren't just good guys because
I wasn't. They did. You know, so boy, next year, last year we had so cold. You know, it's just going to be about get my arthritis fingers ready to play that sax. Wait a minute, going to freeze solid. Wait a minute. Last year, wait a minute, can I say something? Last year we felt like we wanted to do it and we got into it and we did the thing.
That's right, yeah.
We walked up here, can I say something? We walked in front of that judge's stand last year like we didn't have a care in the world. We here I am, mother.
You knew you had
and like me or not, accept me for what I am. Okay, that was the attitude last year. This year, walking there, everybody was like looking around, you know, what spear or arrow was going to hit me next. You know, that was the wrong way to feel.
New Year's Day is what we work for all year round, and it's very competitive as far as I'm concerned. I don't go out on that street just to have a good time. When I'm out in front of the band, when we actually get to the practical end of teaching the fellows how to do it, I'm pretty well hepped up, and I stay up on things. And you have to do this so that you can get the point across to the men. Like it's like when you shoot for the sun and land on the moon. You know, you have to show them that you're enthused about it, and then they'll follow suit.
Do it again. I just want to watch everybody. Go ahead. Ready?
I think the average guy that belongs to a string band is a flush-rate musician. He isn't good enough to play professionally for money, and he wants to do this thing because he's got a certain amount of talent. And he goes out and does this talent. And he can't display it in any other way but in a string band. You know, and when he gets in there, what he contributes to that band, he's got 60 other people in the band contributing the same thing, which makes the whole thing excellent. As an individual, most of them are not talented enough to play and make money at it.
It's not a blackface. We're portraying jungle people, the Bushmen, or something to that effect. We're not actually going to have black faces, you know, they're going to be white. And we'll have, like, colored markings on our face, you know. But didn't you ever see Ramar the Jungler, or one of those, like...
years ago.
Yeah, well, like, what did the natives look like when they walked out of the woods?
Come on, Jimmy, get it on, man.
That's what Daddy's going to wear on New Year's. Isn't it pretty? You like it?
last 10 or 12 years, other bands have taken the same theme out that we're taking this year. Polish American took it out and won first prize with it. South Philadelphia took it out one year, won first prize with it. Which is not our criteria 100% for taking it out, but why do something like it, Mary and their Three Little Lambs or something, you know, that you know nothing about, you know, stick to the basics. It's not essential that you have the best music. It's not essential that the costumes are best. And it's not essential that you have a dynamite presentation so much. But if you have all three, good. You're almost assured of having a good prize every year.
When we first got married, I accepted the fact that Danny was in the string band, and our lives are more or less revolving around the string band.
Right now, I just live for the string band, you know.
What I don't like is when he takes off work to go to a job, because to me the string band is a hobby. It's a very big sacrifice for me, because the string band has a lot of jobs and a lot of meetings and special...
Anything that you do, you have to look like what you are, and this is my big job. When you start out to put a theme and a presentation together, you have to look your part. You have to be what you are. You just can't walk up there and stand and say, hey, here I am, I'm a jungle, you know. You have to show them and act it out. My mother and father were from 2nd and Porter Streets in Philadelphia, which is to heart of South Philly. They were born and raised in that atmosphere. My father was always interested in string bands. And when my brother became old enough, he joined the string band. And when I became old enough, my mother and father encouraged me to join the string band. And the first one I joined was Garden State String Band.
Well, it's when you get into that part. Why is it try it? Think about it. It'll work. Well, which way you go first? Go back. Go back. So then when you're coming over, all it is like, you got to slam your foot until you get it. All right? If anybody in your front two lines are having trouble, don't play. Off the bell.
Money or pay for our suits every year. We have various fundraising activities, raffles and things of this sort. This year alone, we've already had about 50 performances.
6:56. Got it.
Wait a minute. We need to. Yes, sorry.
Favor Day. The other week.
That year for Berlin's 4th of July parade, there was about 13, 15 guys.
Yeah.
They went down with just an old back piece, a white shirt, black pants, and red berets.
I still got mine.
The real truth about string bands is it's a man's organization, you know, and you shouldn't. Women are secondary, but we've just found through experience that women really stand in your way. You know, they really do. There's no two ways about it. We've even had auxiliaries, ladies auxiliaries, which used to try to help us. And all it ever wound up to be was a big argument, like everybody would fight, you know, like, hey, this woman is doing something, and how come they didn't ask me? When we go out on parades or we travel in a bus, we have a strict rule that no women are allowed on the bus. Because men will be men, you know, and they'll say different things, you know, that women shouldn't hear, and we try to keep it a fraternal type thing. And we just find that it works out better that way.
You want them all sang, Charles?
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe put this one here.
That's right. Your bobby pins.
You could probably put it on better than myself.
That top of those top of those down by far. That does cover the top. The top is white.
Father in heaven, our string band has used your talent to practice your musical ability. They've gone all out in their costume, drill, and everything. Now they're ready to show it, Lord. Repay them for their talents that they have used. They have doubled their talents, tripled their talents. You bless them with number one. It's very hard to ask again to be number one, but we are asking. Give us a chance to show the people we can be number one again this year. Thank you, Lord, for your blessing.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Berlin, New Jersey, last year's first prize string band winners, the Palmyra String Band. And this year, Palmyra, under the leadership of Captain Charles Mulder, presents Jungle Phenomena. Ladies and gentlemen, the Palmyra String Band.
To you, Dan, but we tried all the way up the street. He smiled at me going up the street. I smiled at him. There was tears in my eyes. We walked in there and all guy yells. I don't care what one guy says.
Your part to play, Jim.
The hell with it. I learned the drill. Danny taught me the drill. Bob taught the music. I know what the drill is. I know what the music is. I'll do it when I'm told to do it.
There's only one secret combination.
He turns around and yells at me or curses
I'll tell you
me out.
what, there's only one secret combination missing here. I taught you the drill, but you're doing it to please yourself. Dan, let me tell you.
I don't care.
Look, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? You know what?
I give you a lot of credit.
You want to know why Charlie won the first prize?
Shut up. Shut up. Can I say something? One more thing, then you can talk while you guys want. Now hear me out, Jim. No. Just hear me. Just hear me.
Let's break it up into homes.
And I thought, up until the point when we walked in that judges stand, that I had that squared away with the front line. I really did. But I'm going to tell you something. When I looked at that front line, I looked at them twice, right? And when I looked at that front line, the first time I looked at this was,
This is why I did.
I'm not blaming you guys.
First of all, because we were pushed all the way up the damn street, which took everything out of me. I was dead. Second of all, I wasn't enthused about the thing because nobody had any, oomph about it. At the beginning,
I had it. You did it. I hit my mouth. My husband 3 weeks at home. I can believe it. Because I want to say, my kid wasn't seeing you, but you give a kid a crutch when he's down alley. Right, you give a kid a crutch when he's down alley.
Well, they're 15. No, really. I think that we had a very comprehensive day on Broad Street, and we should have placed a little higher than we did, but we're satisfied with what we did, right? But we have to wait and see how the points came out to see where we fell down a little bit. I don't feel that I can give an accurate description of, why we didn't win first prize or we didn't get higher than we did right now. But we will find out where we made an embarrassed prize. And we were a little tired of first prize because our wives were giving us all bad times, because they got their husbands back tonight. That's right, for the first time in a year.